personally, I love the man. I mean, how could you not like if a real man? How could you not relate to someone like that?
Yeah, he watches every morning, so I'm sure he's cheering as you're saying this. We looked at some of the polls for Trump over Biden in the battleground states. In 2020, it was 8%. Now in 2023, he has 22%. And that's just not black men. So the election is right around the corner. If you had the opportunity to talk to the former president, I'm sure he's watching right now, what would you tell him?
Call me on my cell phone, man. I'll stop for Trump.
They waking up. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Make sure you get your merch link in the description section. We just launched this shirt right here, or the sweatshirt, the crew neck. People been begging us, please have a crew neck, I only wear hoodies, but I made the crew neck just for y'all. We have this in green as well. It should be up on the website as we speak. Go on and use discount code SantaTime20, SantaTime20, and get 20% off the Officer Tatum store. Like and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, welcome back. I got something to say. People ask me all the time when I go everywhere, when I speak, are black people waking up? Is the community waking up? Is America waking up? Do we have a chance? Can we save this country? And a lot of times I say there's always an opportunity when you have God in place in the country. You have people who believe that there's always an opportunity for change and always an opportunity for saving a state or saving a country. But what I will say is that I'm highly skeptical of the populace of Americans of African descent, because it seems that the fangs have been sunk in so much so that it's almost impossible to change an entire wave or entire generation of Americans of African descent into waking up to reality. However, situations like this give me hope. I've seen tons of black people waking up to what the Democrats have been doing. I've seen tons of them, but I don't know if tons of them mean 1% of black people, because it's 40 million black people that live in America, and 1% of that would be what, 40,000? And if you have 40,000 people waking up, or not 40 million, hold on, 40 million would be 400,000. 1% would be 400,000. So if you have 400,000 people waking up, that's a lot of people, but that's still only about 1%. So when you look at it, you know, it can be very challenging to have the perception that black people are waking up. Even if 400,000 is only 1%, we need 40%. We need 30% of black people to wake up. Now, I'm giving a generic number of total population, right? There's a lot of people that's old, a lot of people that's too young to vote, and there's a lot of people who are ineligible to vote. And so take that number with a grain of salt. You get what I'm saying. But this particular founder of a BLM sector and also a former Democrat says that he's endorsing Trump. And to me, other people like this is what's important to note, how the wave is changing. Now, I don't like this guy at all on Fox. That dude irritate the crap out of me. He one of the fakest people in my, but anyway, this conversation should be good.
Rhode Island, Mark Fisher. Mark, thanks so much for joining the program. You know, this is my favorite story of the day because it identifies with what I've seen in the barbershop. All the brothers, for some reason right now, are turning tides right now. And I just wonder, what is the big reason?
I think personally, it's the duplicity of the Democrats, the hypocrisy. We're not stupid. The brothers are not stupid. We understand when someone's for us.
I hate to say this, man, but neither one of them got a good haircut on this thing. He said he went to the barbershop, and that fade right there need a little help. And homeboy, his lineup going at a 45-degree angle. But anyway, don't listen to me. Roll the clip.
I think personally, it's the duplicity of the Democrats, the hypocrisy. We're not stupid. The brothers are not stupid. We understand when someone's for us and when someone is not. And it's obvious that the Democratic Party is not for us.
Yeah,
their policies actually strike at the heart of the black family and the nuclear family.
Yeah, so You know, you were a part of Black Lives Matter. You founded it there. And now you're saying, you're not saying the entire Republican Party, you're saying Donald Trump. So what is it about Donald Trump? Is it the economics? You noted the black family. What is it going to take for him to shore up this support amongst black voters?
Well, I just think that it's going to take information. A lot of people are misinformed. They don't really understand because they don't educate themselves on Donald Trump as a person and his history. But if they do that, and it's going to take, leaders, educated leaders, getting the word out there, I think that it'll happen on its own, and it'll be organic because personally, I love the man. I mean, how could you not like if a real man? How could you not relate to someone like that?
Yeah, he watches every morning, so I'm sure he's cheering as you're saying this. We looked at some of the polls for Trump over Biden in the battleground states. In 2020, it was 8%. Now in 2023, he has 22%.
Now, I don't never believe the polls because Donald Trump was losing in 2016 in the polls, and then he swept Hillary rotten Clinton. So I don't really believe the polls, but this could be an indication of a movement. It could be. Don't take it at face value and say this is 100% congruent. This could be. Now, if this is true, Donald Trump has won the election. If this is true. Because if you have that many black people switching over to the Republican Party, this is millions. This is millions of black people voting. I'm at least hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of black people now voting for Republicans. When in many of these centralized areas where black people live, in places in these swing states, this right here flips tons of counties. And that allowed Donald Trump to win in Georgia, to win in other places that you see that black people are living in that dominate certain population centers. Out in Pennsylvania, I mean, you got a whole bunch of states where there's a lot of black people that are voting. And this number switching over here will affect change all over the country because black people are sprinkled everywhere. And there's obviously places that are heavily populated with blacks, which are in the South. But that would be tremendous if that's true.
And that's just not black men. So the election is right around the corner. If you had the opportunity to talk to the former president, I'm sure he's watching right now. What
Man, he ain't watching your show.
would you tell him?
Call me on my cell phone, man. I'll stop for Trump.
Mark,
All right, I'm done listening. All right, so y'all get the point. Young people are waking up. When I say young people, black people are waking up. You had the mayor of Dallas, Texas, which is a huge center. It's probably one of the biggest cities in the state of Texas. It's definitely one of the biggest metro areas with that and Fort Worth and all the other Plano and all of the other places that are around Dallas. You have a mayor, and Dallas is typically liberal, like Fort Worth and like Houston and some of these big major centers. You have the actual mayor switching from Democrat to Republican. It's pretty significant. I just wonder how significant is this? I don't get my hopes up because, they like to sell you a dream or sell you a nightmare and pitch it to you like it's a dream. But I will be interested to see, will people wake up enough to vote the right direction? Everything that the young man said was accurate. Democrats ain't done nothing for black people. I'm surprised it took this long for us to wake up and realize. It's almost like 10 minutes of listening to facts will wake you up to what the Democrats are doing. But anyway, I got to get out here. I got to get on the radio. I'll see you on the next show.